I welcome you all for the data structure class. So today we'll see the concept of recursion. Okay, so recursion is nothing but what it is a procedure or function which call itself. So hence it is known as what recursive procedure. So we can implement the recursive procedure using a stack. Okay, so for the implementation of the recursive procedure we should have two properties. One is the base property, so for which the procedure is having a basic condition. Next one is what well defined criteria, so each time the procedure does call itself, it must be closer to the base criteria. So the next iterations whatever it do, so it will be closer to the base criteria, hence the recursion is following two basic steps. Okay, so next we'll have some of the examples for a recursion: factorial, Fibonacci, and Tower of Hanoi. So factorial of a number you already know. So how we can define the factorial of a number? 0 factorial value is what? 1. 1 factorial 1 value is 1. Next, similarly 2 factorial value is what? 2 into 1. So we are getting a value 2. So here what happens? If you take any factorial of a number, its value is what? Same number followed by n minus 1, so on up to n. Means if you take a 2 factorial, what's your value? 2 factorial 2 into n minus 1. Means n factorial if you take, so value becomes what? N into n minus 1 factorial. So here what's my value? 2 factorial. 2 factorial is nothing but 2 into n, that is 2 minus 1, that is 1. 2 into 1. So what's your value? It is 2. So like this way it recursively call the number. If I take a 4 factorial, what happens? 4 into 3 factorial. Next 3 factorial value become what? 3 into 2 factorial. 2 factorial value become what? 2 into 1 factorial. 1 factorial value become what? 1 into 0 factorial. And finally you are having a value what? 4 value what you are getting? 4 6 the 24. Okay, so like this way, so the recursively it calls the base criteria until you guess the basic value, it go on calling the recursive function. So here the maximum value is what? 4. From the 4 factorial we go on obtaining the values of 0 factorial. We are go on calling recursively for the basic criteria, so obtain the final value. Hence this is the recursive function. So how you can define the algorithm? What do you do? If you are having a n value equal to 0, then factorial value is 1. Otherwise if n is greater than 0, you call the factorial value and set the factorial value as what? Factorial value equal to n into factorial. Recursively it will call and you are obtaining the result. This is about a factorial of a number. Next example is Fibonacci number. So Fibonacci sequence, what you are having? We are always having a combination or addition of previous two number. For example, the Fibonacci, what is the basic criteria we are having? Fibonacci of 0 is 0, Fibonacci of 1 is 1. Okay, if I want to find the Fibonacci of 2, it may be sum of previous two numbers. So if Fibonacci of 2 is nothing but Fibonacci of 0 plus Fibonacci of 1, so I'll be getting a value 1. Similarly, Fibonacci of 3 is nothing but what? Previous two values, that is Fibonacci of 1 and Fibonacci of 2. So both the values are 1, hence I'll be getting 2. Similarly, if I want to have Fibonacci of 4, I need to add Fibonacci of 2 and 3. That is 1 plus 2, it is 3. Okay, like this way it is a sum of previous two numbers. So here how I write the algorithm? If n equal to 0 or 1, then I set the Fibonacci of value is nothing but n value. Okay, if n value is greater than 1, at that time what I call n minus 2 and n minus 1, then I set what? Sum of n minus 1 and n minus 2 for the present Fibonacci number to obtain the result. So this is the algorithm for Fibonacci sequence. Next, third example is Tower of Hanoi. So in the Tower of Hanoi, what happens? So suppose if I want to move the disk from one end to other end. For example, if I am having only single disk present on the source A, I want to move to destination, that is C. Intermediate you are having a one data, that is B. So if I want to move, if I am having only one disk present, so I can move directly from source to destination. It is only one step process. If I am having a two disks, how many moves I need to make? So first what I do, I move the topmost element of the first disk to the second intermediate, next bottom disk to the last destination, then again the topmost middle element intermediate disk will be moving to the destination. So I need to make a 3 moves. If n equal to 1, directly I will be moving only one disk. If number of disks are 2 on the source, I need to make how many moves? 3 moves using the intermediate move. Like this way I will be making the moves. Okay, so what is the algorithm? So here if n equal to 1, directly I will moving to the end. Okay, if n is not equal to 1, then what I would do, so I'll be calling the function, so I'll be using the beginning, then beginning to end, then I'll be moving from beginning to intermediate, then from intermediate to end, like this will be moving. Okay, next, if suppose one more way, if you are calling recursively, so two things what happens, if n is greater than 1, what happens, first I move beginning to end, next what I do, I move from beginning to intermediate, and next what I do, I move from intermediate to the end. This is how I call the tower of Hanoi functions. So my main task is to what, move the disk from source to destination. Okay, so this completes your recursive part. So you are having a 3 examples and 3 algorithms I'll be explained you, so you can go through the algorithm. So I'll be sharing you the notes through Google Classroom. So for the stacks and this recursion concepts, I'll be uploading the notes in the Google Classroom, and you can go through it. And the next video I'll be uploading regarding the queues. Okay, so I'll be, whatever the next video I'll be uploading, up to that you are having for the IS syllabus. If you are having any doubts, you can ask in the interaction class. So within 2 days I'll be conducting interaction class. We'll have a clearing your doubts. Thank you.